everybody, Philip Janetsky here. In this video I'll be demoing the Epoch Bias Preamp and Boost by Catalinbread. The Epoch Bias expands on Catalinbread's own Epoch Boost pedal, which is a EP style boost pedal, by adding a bias and a filter knob to the already existing preamp and boost knob on the Epoch Boost pedal. In this video I'll be demoing the Epoch Bias, and I'll also quickly compare it to the Epoch Boost, so just in case you already own this one, you can take a decision whether to check out the Epoch Bias as well or not. I will use different guitars, show you different tones, different shades of gain. Let's go. Okay, this is my Tele into my Revv D20. And here comes the Epoch Bias. So I have it set to give me some warmth. You know, the Tele can be a bit thin sounding, and I love to use an EP boost actually with my Tele to, you know, make the sound warmer, a bit thicker, and the Epoch Bias does this beautifully. So the bias knob adjusts the bass response, or like the body of your tone. So if you want it thinner, you go counterclockwise. These scratchy noises are normal as it's a bias knob, and clockwise you get a thicker, fuller sound with more low-end response. So this is the bias knob. On the filter knob you can get more high-end information by going counterclockwise. And clockwise you make your tone warmer. So the preamp knob reaches its maximum already at around 2 or 3 o'clock. So I just went slightly down on my master volume on my Revv there to avoid some clipping. So this is the preamp knob cranked. It shouldn't be that much louder. Or actually not louder at all, as you reach the maximum already at 2 or 3 o'clock, as I said. However, Catalinbread included the boost knob, so you can actually go for much more boost here. Some neck pickup sounds. Maybe on the neck pickup, let's give it a bit more highs and take out some body here. So as you can see, EP boost with a lot of tweakability, you can really make it fit your guitar, your rig, your amp, killer stuff here. Okay, so what I did in my intro tune, in the solo part, I grabbed my ES335, you know, with humbuckers. I also went up on the pre-gain on the Revv quite a bit. And in addition, I'm boosting, you know, the Revv, which sounds like this by itself. I'm boosting it with the Epoch Bias. I'm cranking the boost here. I'm on 2 or in between 2 and 3 on the preamp knob. Remember that this is like max, or the max volume you can get out of it. I went slightly down on the bias because I didn't want too much body here. I wanted the sound to be, you know, cutting through the mix. And I also went counterclockwise on the filter knob to give it a bit more presence. So here's how it sounds. Killer sound in my opinion, you know, vintage distortion here, pushing the Revv into glory. It's really fun. The EP or the Epoch Bias does a super cool job by making the sound warm yet cutting through, and it's giving me this Eddie Van Halen vibes, and it's super fun to play. Killer stuff. Okay, then there's the question, maybe you are already owning the Epoch Boost and you're wondering whether you should get the Epoch Bias. So let's compare them. I switched over to my Les Paul for this one. So here's the Les Paul on the bridge pickup into my Revv D20. And I cranked both the preamp and the boost knobs on both pedals. So here's the Epoch Boost. And here's the Epoch Bias. So I find them to be very similar. Maybe there's like just a slightly bit more volume coming out of the Epoch Boost, but this might be also because of the settings that I chose. So I went for a full bias sound, meaning like the fullest sound on the Epoch Bias. Just for you guys to hear. So this is 12 o'clock on the bias knob, so it should have less body now. Which, you know, works well with the Les Paul, especially on the neck pickup. I would probably, you know, do something like this. Let's see. Which obviously you cannot do on the Epoch Boost. So it's a beautiful sound, but I'm noticing that on, you know, bass frequencies, neck pickup on a Les Paul like this, you know, I'm reaching a point where I need to be careful to not make it sound muddy. So I cranked the the bias knob there, so the tone has the same body, the same bass response right now. I'm just playing around with a filter knob, and the neck pickup on my Les Paul always needs some treble, so actually let's go fully counterclockwise. Yeah, which is something you cannot do on the Epoch Bias. However, I still think the Epoch Boost sits in a very beautiful place EQ-wise. It's a very full sound, you know, beautiful. I would use probably, you know, the Epoch Boost would be totally fine with my Tele, with my Les Paul. You know, I really appreciate the tweakability, you know, adding some highs, you know, cutting some lows. Here's the bridge pickup. And the Epoch Bias. So adding some highs with the filter knob here works beautiful with the Les Paul. So it's up to you guys. Killer pedals. I'm a big fan of the EP style boost circuit. I have a bunch of pedals that do this job already, and the Epoch Bias and the Epoch Boost do this job beautifully. The Epoch Bias adds, you know, lots of tweakability, as I have shown you, which makes it work better with different guitars, different amps, with your rig. So in a few weeks or so, or pretty soon actually, I might do a video in which I compare different boost pedals, and I will definitely include the Epoch Bias there. Beautiful job by Catalinbread. I'm really enjoying this one. Thanks for checking out this demo. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, leave me a like and a comment, and I hope to see you soon. Ciao.